Welcome in, everybody. I'm Joey, back from holiday travel. Hopefully you all had a beautiful holiday season. Hopefully 2024 is off to a beautiful start. And I'll tell you what, Turn 10 is not helping us at all. They are gifting us for the new year a hopper full of Miatas. It is by far the noobiest car in the game. If you've done C-Class or D-Class recently, you'll know this thing is overpowered as hell, and people still can't drive it. Like this guy flying up the inside. What the fuck? We're back. It's Turn 10. It's Forza. We're back on it. But yeah, in the open classes, this thing is an absolute monster. Nothing can compare. But when you put everybody in the lobby in a Miata, it's bound to bring out some interesting challenges and battles, to say the least. So let's go through a couple races, shall we, and see just what goes down. So we'll kick things off at Kyalami. Turn 1 and Turn 2 have already been pure noob material, so it can only get better from here, right? Everyone's going to start driving cleanly after that, is what no Forza player ever said, basically. It's going to get worse. We know this. We've got number 9th place coming up our inside. We'll hang around the outside, some clean racing there. So at least we got one guy driving cleanly. We're not so sure about the guys up in the pack ahead. Through the corkscrew and back to the right, we've got some smoke being laid down. A couple of Miatas off the track, kicking up some dirt. We got all these guys filing in around the outside of them and up into the hairpin. Well, it's Cloudy with a chance of Miata. Now, that was the guy that was racing us clean earlier, so he either had his thumb up his ass or someone came from behind and rammed him. I think it was the latter, because we're going to have an incident when we get to the bottom of the hill here. But we got to get there first, and it takes a little bit for the little Miata to get up to speed. But going downhill definitely helps, so we're already at 105 miles an hour as we reach the bottom of the hill. And if we take a look to the right side of my screen here, well, he's completely missed the takeout. So if I try to put on my thinking cap, which I know is tough for us Forza players considering we've already lost all of our damn brain cells as I get pushed wider. I tried to turn in early, I guess, and this guy disagreed that we should take any of that curve. But oh well, racing incident, I guess, maybe, or my fault, who knows. But yeah, put on my thinking cap here. I think that guy probably got rammed earlier and tried to return the favor. Did not work, and now we're right behind him. Unfortunately, he's got his fucking panties in a bunch here, and he's gonna try to block me down the straight. I was in the slipstream ready to go for the pass, but apparently we shall not pass. Got fucking Dumbledore over here. No, it wasn't Dumbledore. Who the fuck was it? Who was it? That's fucking Harry Potter. I don't know. Anyways, fucking not Dumbledore up here, not letting us pass. We'll just have to find another way by him, which will come pretty quickly here around the left-hander. We're just going to carry way more speed than him through there and then pull off a double overtake. Nice and easy. Possibly a triple if we can catch up to 11th place, but he's going a little too quickly there. So we'll just settle into that slipstream and take the long right-hander and try to find another. Oh, he's going to open up that space. We'll go up the inside. There we go. That's 11th place. And by the way, before I forget, please excuse my missed shifts this episode. I was trying out manual with clutch, which is what I always used back on Forza 7. It was so easy to power shift back then. It was literally just hold the accelerator down, click in the clutch and the upshift or downshift at the same time, and you were good to go. You were given a huge advantage over manual and regular old automatic. This year, you still have the advantage as I go straight into the back of this guy that was ghosted for a second, so I thought I could go through him, but it didn't work out there. But yeah, you still get the advantage this year, but it's a little more tricky. There's a little bit more skill to it, I guess. And the clutch is only really beneficial in these lower classes anyways, so I figured this was my opportunity to try it out, see if it gives me any sort of advantage. I didn't notice anything huge. I think I should focus more on perfecting my racing lines than anything, but it does give you a bit of an advantage on the straight, which you'll see on occasion here. So lap 3, we're hanging out in 10th place. First place is over 18 seconds ahead, so unless I turn into an esports legend, which we all know I can easily turn into, I'm just the greatest to ever play the game, an absolute god on the sticks. But if we refasten our thinking caps from earlier, We know that's never going to happen. We do have a chance at 8th place, though. 7th place isn't too far ahead as well, so if we get lucky, we might have 7th place. Going wide, as did 9th place. Waiting for that penalty to pop up. That's going to be half a second, so we're up to 7/10. 8th place, back up the inside now. Another Miata on our left, almost making it 3 wide, but getting the acceleration advantage down the straight. And another guy off the track, rejoining slowly. He'll fall back. That will give us 7th place. And that's pretty much where that race ended. Except the penultimate corner, of course. I cut it absolutely egregiously. That's 1.6 seconds for that one. And, well, 2.3 seconds total in penalties. Luckily, Kill Messi, the big Ronaldo fan behind us, has 6.8 seconds, so we're not at risk of losing anything there. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Ronaldo, Messi, I mean, clearly the better football player is Justin Fields. Have you seen them throw a ball? They're weak. Come on now, it's Justin Fields all day. I look forward to your comments, fanboys. Anyways, we're moving over to Suzuka. Starting in 3rd, we've got 8 laps around the short variation. And things started to pick up right around lap 2, so we'll skip there. Coming around turn 1 into turn 2, Blue here's gone a bit wide, and then all of a sudden, the leader decides to take the shortcut. I guess he was going wide anyways, and he probably just figured if I'm going to get a penalty, I might as well get a damn big one, so screw it. We're going all the way. So he got 5.7 seconds. I think that's about halfway to getting disqualified. And lap 3, is he going to do it again? He's looking pretty straight there. Oh, no, he's veered off to the left. And we're going for another cut, baby. All right, let's go ahead and check in on the penalties and see where we're at now. That's 7.6 seconds. And lap 4, well, he's done it again. You can see from the big old dirt cloud on our left side. And I think that'll just about do it. Yep, disqualified. FRF. Eloy? I don't know. Sorry if you're watching, dude. But then again, I wouldn't watch this shit. Shit sucks. But with the lawnmower out of the way, now it's a battle for first place between me and Mr. Blue. Lap 5, we're going to go up nice and easily into first. Now it's all about that consistency. Don't be an idiot like I usually am. Just stick to my guns, stay consistent. Don't run off the track. And use up all the curb as well, like you just saw right there. That's the best line through. Take all the curb you can, carry as much speed through the S's as possible. That is how I'm going to win this race. But Huzzah, still very close behind, only 2/10. Now it's up to 4/10 as we're coming through the final corner and back onto the straight. With taking the curbs, though, you got to be careful. You don't take too much of the grass with you. That'll really straighten out the car. You might not notice it while you're watching, but when you're on the sticks, you definitely notice the car straightening out. If you put 1 or 2 wheels onto the grass, it definitely loses the maneuverability of the car. That's for sure. Coming through turn 1 of lap 6, so only 3 more laps to go. We're closing in on the end. Huzzah is still half a second behind and closing. It's down to 2/10 as we enter the S's. Once again, taking as much of the curb as we possibly can to carry as much speed as we can through these corners. Huzzah still hanging around, still sticking between that 2/10 and half a second mark. And he's actually going to come onto our screen right at the bottom there. That is going to definitely throw me off. When I see that, I'm instantly thinking, oh shit, he's right fucking there. And it's going to mess with my mind. You can see I lost a bit of traction, and he's right up onto us. And to make matters worse, of course, missed the shift. And he's right alongside us now on the straight, heading into turn 1. Now he's about half a car length ahead and slowly getting larger. For turn 1, looking for where that lighter bit of road on the left side starts, braking at that, down in the 3rd gear, started accelerating a little too early, so I ran into the back of him. I think if anything, it actually gave him a boost, so I'm a bit farther behind than I was. So this is a different look. I'm in 2nd place, tailing the leader ahead, but the mission doesn't really change. Still, stay consistent, don't make a massive mistake, hope the guy in front makes the mistake, and if he doesn't, then we'll try to get him on the straight once we get that slipstream. And of course, pray to the Forza gods that I don't miss another shift. So here we go, taking as much of that green strip of curb as we possibly can. That's still within track limits as long as you keep a couple of tires onto that candy cane section. You should be good. First place knows we're close behind. He's swerving, trying to break the toe. Still getting that slipstream though. 3/10 behind. Now 2/10. We're closing in. Last lap. This is what it's all about. This is what we play for. The world's watching. And by world, I mean the half-filled stands they've got in the background of these races. You guys notice at every race, at every track, the stands are like half to maybe like a 1/10 full. The racing is so shit that the NPCs don't even want to show up. But this is some good racing here. He'll try it around the outside. The NPCs are going absolutely nuts. Yeah, this section of the stands wasn't even filled a 1/10. It was literally like a 20th full. But he's still very close behind. Huzzah is coming around the final couple of corners. Can we keep it together, or am I gonna choke it? You already knew it was gonna happen. Missing the shift up into third, getting stuck in second for way too long, and now we're alongside. Getting the shift up into fourth right though, and I think that gave me the boost I needed crossing the line. Let's check the leaderboard. We got it, baby. Let's go. Forza's getting a lot of shit, man, but I'll tell you, when the racing's good, it is really good. So thanks to Huzzah for a good race. That was a really fun one. We got our shoey, and we'll finish things off with 5 circles around Hakone. But before we get started, I want to introduce you to Forza's newest sponsor, TIT. I mean, what are we doing, Turn 10? What graphic designer put this one together? And then what manager smoked enough reefer and said, yeah, this is good to go, let's put it all along the pit wall? And then what's next? What sponsor do we do next? Dick and Balls? Scrotum? Viagra? I mean, where the fuck do we go from here? I don't know, man. I think I gotta start smoking weed so things start making more sense. Which makes no sense. But anyways, here we are at Hakone, sponsored by My Cojones. Zing. And we're starting in, I think we started in 18th place. We're up into 16th, now 17th. But we're taking some hits, dodging some bullets, trying to stay alive at the back of the pack, which we know isn't all that easy in Forza. Dogleg to the right. We're going to try to sneak up the inside, and we get some help from a buddy who's just pushed everybody out of the way so that we can make our way through. Putting the pedal to the metal as we make our way towards the end of the straight. It seems a lot longer in these Miatas. I'm used to this in the GT cars. It seems very, very much longer in these slow Miatas. Trying to make our way around Barbie in the pink Miata. We do nice and easy, I guess. She didn't want to step on the gas as we exited the corner. That's fine, you know. To each his own. I don't judge. We'll skip forward to lap 2. We've made our way up into 10th place, try to get around 9th and 8th here. Giving it a full go around the outside of Outlaw here, trading a bit of paint, but it's all harmless. No one's spinning out. We're firmly ahead of him and in the slipstream of the guy ahead, so let's see just how fast we can get this Miata going down the straight. We're already at about 115 in 4th gear. The gap to Batman up ahead. The Batman 2K3 is shrinking up to 121. It's basically light speed for the Miata right now. Alright, the Batman's going defensive. An interesting move for lap 2. Clearly not the real Batman. This guy's a total wussy. Batman is always on the offensive. We got a spinner over here on the left side as we get around Batman, the fake. And we'll come up on 6th place as we come around the tricky right-hander. This is the corner that I screw up the most here. I'm either carrying way too much speed into the corner or just not turning in early enough. It's the blind right-hand turn that I just cannot get right. Taking it pretty well there, though. And then on lap 4, this was a pretty fun interaction with 4th place. I could tell he was keeping an eye on me, so I'm swerving over to the right to force him to go defensive. And, well, he was paying too much attention to me. He'll go deep, and I'll get 4th place nice and easy. And then it's a battle for the top 3 spots. First place is actually 6 seconds ahead, so it's actually a battle for 2 of the 3 top spots. I made an aggressive move on 3rd place, some physical negotiations for space, we'll call it, but we're up into 3rd, which is a good spot to be in because hopefully, if things go right, we'll be in a position to go make a move on 2nd place at the end of the straight if we can stick in this slipstream. But I'm not getting any of the slipstream right now, so I'm begging the guy ahead to come back on over, give me the slipstream, which he does. My prayers were answered. Almost immediately, I'm pulling away from 4th place and already staring at the back of 2nd. Moving over to the right, we're wheel to wheel. I've got the inside, and it looks like we're through. Got that 2nd place, and that's where we will end it. So overall, some fun races in the Miata hopper mixed in with a bit of pure noob behavior, but overall, just some pretty fun races. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. If you did, do all the stuff the YouTubers tell you to do at the ends of videos, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Alrighty, bye everybody.